We are live. Ba, ba, ba. Oopsie. Multi-string.
No, mining is always the worst part of the game.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much.
How's the baby, man? Is the baby okay?
He's good. Yeah, all good.
What have you been up to? Just taking care of the baby.
Yeah, for the most part. Sleeps all the time, so nothing crazy.
Yeah, that. I just have a dog. She sleeps all the time too, but it's not the same. Easier to take care of.
Right.
Yeah.
That is true.
Actually, I was gonna ask you. Do you know if it's possible if you had the Java to join a Bedrock server? A Java client, I guess.
Yes, it is possible, but that requires some work and some development on the server side. And unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, I guess it depends on what I'm doing, but I am confident when I say that between you being the admin and whoever else is behind running the server,
It's just me.
y'all might end up coming to me to help y'all actually get that running. It's not hard, it just, if you don't have some general background on server administration and site development.
I do a little bit. I'm a software engineer. So I run a bunch of web apps, which is not the same thing, but a bit similar.
Yeah. Well, I can code in Java. You can see I'm actually playing a game right now, which it's not a game, it's me coding a mod. But it's called the Geyser. So you might want to go to Google and type in like Minecraft, Bedrock, and Java server Geyser API. Or Geyser API, and you should get something that looks kind of like a Minecraft block with water.
Okay. Yeah, I will have to investigate that. I wouldn't get
It will allow you to run a Minecraft server that a Bedrock player and a Java player can join, and it can also run off of Paper, which is Spigot, which will allow you to run plugins and do a lot of things like that, or of that nature. It's not bad, kind of nice for those who are looking to actually mix Bedrock and PC players together. And it also gives you a step up, because if you can work with it, you can actually add in a lot of extra content and like custom items and
even on
like
Bedrock.
that.
Oh, that's nice.
It's because it's Bedrock and vanilla, but that's where the development of knowing Java code and maybe a little bit of JavaScript and scripting in general, that's going to be where that comes into play. And
Yeah.
also knowing how to make models. But that is not here nor there. And that's a very complicated subject because it is Bedrock and it is Java, and they work a little different to each other. So registration of stuff like that might be very tricky, to say the least. But to answer your question, it's very much possible. I
Yeah.
also thought you were streaming.
I'm
So
actually.
then I clicked the.
I'm actually
Huh?
streaming. I should be streaming.
Are you?
Yeah. I am.
That's weird. Maybe I'm just like behind, because I saw a thing that said streaming at here, something streaming, Light Gamers is streaming, and I clicked it and I'm like, oh, is this the person in the live stream chat? And like I'm sitting there watching it, but maybe I'm just like 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, the live stream is always a little bit behind. A couple of minutes.
Oh, okay, fair.
At least I think the lowest that I've seen is like 30 seconds. But yeah, this is always a bit behind.
Yeah, it's just me then, it's not you.
Yeah, I will look into that. How to I can do that. I'm very familiar with JavaScript, which is could help.
And for the somewhere between 2 to 8 people now that are watching your stream and hearing me talk, do not judge me on anything I say.
No worries.
Because there's a 9 in 10 chance that you just might have that one nerd that's gonna come watch your stream and they're gonna say, yeah, I know exactly what he's talking about, and they're gonna put some input into it.
One thing I really wanted to figure it out is which I just haven't spent the time on it, is how to add like modifications and add new things to the game, which it looks like in the people who play Java edition, that's actually like a very common thing to do. How to add mods and modify the game a little bit. But on Bedrock, I don't think it's that straightforward, or I haven't actually figured out how to do it.
Bedrock is not quite that straightforward. And I don't even know if Bedrock is still based around the Java code framework at all, or Java code in general. It might be a different. It could be based on different code. I really don't know. I've not tried to make anything for Bedrock. I've only done Java, like the mod I'm working on right now, which is a Zelda mod for
Oh, that sounds like fun.
115 and 116, but it's not my mod. Someone else came to me about it, and I've been helping them update it to version 1.16 for good old Minecraft. But no, you can actually do a lot of things on just the vanilla side of a server, and between plugins and other things, you can make custom model data to make custom items that can have custom attributes and effects and such. There are ways to make custom blocks that actually have functionality, but that's based off custom model data and some other manipulation of things. But the trick about that, though, is that on Bedrock, I've never messed with this yet, but apparently if you were to do it on a Java server and you made custom items and stuff, and then you added in the server API that allows you to run a Bedrock and Java player together, there's the chance that the Java player will see the custom item that you made or created, but the Bedrock player might not see that. They
Oh,
might
that's not
just
good.
yeah, they might just see the standard item and not see what you see, and that's where like weird packet manipulation and stuff like that comes into play, so that it can also work with Bedrock as well. But like I said, I've not played with it that much. I've hardly even played with the Geyser API stuff to allow you to run Bedrock and Java together. Like that's
I'm actually
not
running
something
it.
that's not too much.
I'm very familiar with Ubuntu and Linux, so I'm actually running. There's like an alpha Ubuntu server, so that's what I'm actually running it off. Probably would be better if I use something else, like a third
Now,
party.
are you running Ubuntu on like a local system or is it a
Digital
host
server,
system?
Digital Oceans.
Huh?
In a hosting provider. I use
Okay.
Digital Oceans.
Data Ocean?
Digital Oceans. Digital
I
Ocean.
don't think I heard.
Yeah, it's just a service provider.
Okay, then that's fine. Now, so you're not actually going through like a Minecraft server host. You're going through like a virtual or VPS host or
Yeah.
virtual server host. Oh, okay, that's not bad actually. That's usually sometimes a cheaper and better way to go.
Yeah. Since I'm familiar, I'm just gonna do this myself. Like, it took me like 15 minutes to set up, and now like maybe this weekend or the weekend after, where I'm gonna do like something to do daily backups and things like that.
Yeah, no, I'm extremely familiar with Linux, Ubuntu as well. I actually run a server rack here locally at home, and that's where I run my servers and websites and all that. But yeah, that's definitely not a bad idea to run servers. Now you can run them in a lot of different ways. You can either run them in terminal screen, which you may or may not do, or you can actually use a server console or server management panel that's geared towards games or Minecraft, and
I
that allows
usually
you to essentially
I'm currently using just a terminal.
yeah. So you're just running it through like a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad either. It's super lightweight, minimalistic.
Yeah.
You know, less